All right, so in history, you sometimes come across these massive figures, right? Well, there's one who's known by two incredibly powerful names. On one hand, you've got Yaqub, the prophet, and on the other, you have Israel, the patriarch of an entire nation. So how did one man end up carrying the legacy of both? That's what we're going to unpack today.
I mean, think about that. How does one person get two names that carry such completely different weights? You've got his personal name, the name of a man, and then you have this other name, which becomes the name for a whole people. It's a fascinating question, and it's really at the heart of what we're looking at.
So, yeah, the question is pretty simple on the surface, right? One prophet, two names. Why? But the answer, well, the answer is so much more than just a simple name change. This is a story about a divine mission, one that literally laid the foundation for a nation. And to really get it, we've got to start by understanding the man himself.
Okay, so let's start with his first name, Yaqub. His story is, and this is no exaggeration, a cornerstone of the Abrahamic traditions. And his identity, well, it all begins with an absolutely extraordinary family line.
I mean, check out this lineage. We're talking about a direct line of prophets. He was the son of the Prophet Ishaq, who you might know as Isaac, and the grandson of the great patriarch himself, Ibrahim, or Abraham. So right from the start, he was born into the very heart of this sacred family mission.
And here's what's so powerful about his story. Across all three major Abrahamic faiths, he is remembered as this figure of incredible strength. And believe me, his life was not easy. It was packed with trials. We're talking family conflict, deception, deep personal loss. But through it all, the one thing that defined him was his profound, unwavering faith. He wasn't just a prophet, he was a true leader, guiding his growing family through it all.
Okay, so we've got a good picture of the man, Yaqub. But that brings us to the big question. Where did the name Israel come from? Because, and this is key, it wasn't a name he was just born with. Nope. It was a title he earned, something he received after a really transformative event.
So what does Israel actually mean? Well, it's a title, and it carries immense spiritual weight. It's often translated as the one who strives with God. Just think about that for a second. It points to a life of struggle, yeah, but also of prayer and this really deep connection with the divine. It's all about a relationship built on perseverance and total devotion.
And to be clear, this wasn't a name his parents picked out, or some nickname his friends gave him. Not at all. Tradition tells us it was a title bestowed upon him after a profound spiritual struggle, marking a huge turning point in his life. It was the signal of a brand new chapter, and not just for him, but for every single one of his descendants who would come after.
And this is where the story just explodes. It's where the name transforms from a title for one single man into the identity of an entire people. The name Israel became the foundation, the very bedrock for the nation that would come from him, the Bani Israel. So let's break it down really simply. On one side, you have Yaqub. That's the man, the son, the father, the prophet living out his personal journey. But on the other side, you have Israel. And that was the legacy, the divinely appointed patriarch whose name would go on to define a nation for thousands of years.
So, how does this new nation actually begin? Well, it all starts with a single, very important number, 12. This number represents the very roots of the people who would carry his name forward into history.
You see, as the patriarch Israel, he had 12 sons. From the eldest, Reuben, all the way down to the youngest, Benjamin, each one of these sons would go on to start his own family line. And these lineages, they became the famous 12 tribes. All of their descendants together became known as the Bani Israel, which literally means the children of Israel. So when you really think about it, the journey from Yaqub to Israel is so much more than just a name change. It's literally the origin story of a people, an entire nation's identity. The children of Israel can be traced right back to this one man, to this one single prophetic ancestor and the divine title he received.
It's an incredible story, right? It just goes to show how a name can become a destiny, defining the legacy of millions of people. And it kind of makes you think about the names we carry, doesn't it? What role does your name play in your identity, in your family's history, and in the